Hey everyone, I'm here with my good friend Todd Mead, and he has been a pastor on our staff for about 8 years. He actually is the one who started our regeneration program. Came in, he was a licensed professional counselor, and we, talked him into helping us start this ministry. Todd, I just want to tell you how grateful I am for Regen. I talk about Regen almost every week. I'm just so grateful for the birth of that at our church, and then the growth of that at our church. A few years ago, though, you were given a doctor's report that nobody wants to get or receive. I want you to talk to us about that journey as it started a few years back. Tell us what's happened and where you're at today.
Well, I guess it'd be safe to say it's a life changer. Right?
No question.
In fact, I brought this because I think this is helpful. It was helpful for me. This journal work's always been a big deal, but this is from 11/20, 2020.
20,
right?
yep.
And it's funny, when I go back and look at this, I had a couple months I was having these weird things, man. I'm thinking, what is going on? And I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
And I finally, I had a doctor bring me in, and this was on the 20th of November. I've got all my kiddos here.
Okay.
And we're out, playing one competitive game. And my doctor calls me. So I told everybody, I said, hey, I need to run the house, make a phone call real quick.
Yeah.
And so that's when I called my doctor. He got on there immediately. He said, hey, wish I was there with you, but I need to tell you what, And so he tells me about this tumor that they see he said
in your brain.
Yeah, in my brain.
Yeah.
But he said, man, we got to get you in. He said, this is concerning. And so that next week I got in. So I just found out that day that I've got this brain tumor, this evidently the bad kind. And so that night, I won't read all of this, but just that, my journal that night, I said, man, I'm still trying to process. The really hard part of this is what it does to Natalie and my kids.
Yeah.
I said, I want people to know that God is love. He's faithful and can use us for any kind of pain, hurt, joy, success, because He's my Father, and He needs me to be a part of this world, right? And that was, man.
That was the day
Yeah.
that you found out.
Yeah. This is a glioblastoma. It's really aggressive. And this is, right, the 90% of the people who have this, they are gone in 6 to 18 months. Yeah.
And you're on year 4.
Well, no. Well, I'm 3 years and 3 months.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So, and again, that's not the norm.
The other day, you and I were talking in your office, and you just kept saying, John, I just want people to know, this.
Yeah. I want people to know, right, that they are loved and of great value. I was very intentional, right, about saying loved first and then of great value.
Okay. Why?
So I don't believe, I think all of this is connected to knowing that God loves us. And it's not because we do something really cool that He's like, oh, okay, that guy's not bad. I think I'll start. And so it's just that reality, man, we are loved by God. And
No matter what.
Yeah, no matter what. And that's really important because this life, man, is challenging. So I just think it's so significant that I have to know that, man, I'm loved by God. He didn't give me this brain tumor because He doesn't care and He's being mean. I don't believe that. Right?
I don't either.
It's part of living in this fallen world.
Absolutely.
And so in this life, man, you see all kinds of ways people struggle.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not just a brain tumor. It's not just cancer.
Yeah.
And so, but there's going to be struggles in this life.
Yeah.
But then that next part of great value, man, the more that grows in me, right? That has been the greatest gift in this journey. To be diagnosed with this brain tumor, it's going to take my life. You can't get rid of it. But to know, man, God loves me, and right, He's going to still be there for me. He's going to help me. But as He does that, as He moves in my life, it's really easier for me to give that back to people.
Good.
Right? I want people to know, man, they're loved. They have great value with God.
So, in other words, if somebody is sitting out there, they're watching online, whatever, and they're questioning God,
yeah,
and they're saying, "Why?
yeah.
Why me?" And I'm not even gonna. I know that's probably crossed your mind. In we all would go through something like that.
Yeah.
What do you say to that person? And we'll end with this. What do you say to that person who is struggling in a marriage? They're struggling with addiction. They're struggling with life in general. Maybe it is like you, a health issue, and it's a report that is not the kind that you want. What do you say to them?
In those moments, I can listen. I can try to show some understanding, and then to just to try to remind them, encourage them. God really does care.
Yes.
And I understand it doesn't feel that way right now, right? Because it is. We all have to grow with that.
Yeah.
It takes time. It takes but I think in this life, I'm still growing in that reality. I'm loved by God.
Yeah.
And so, I want to take moments to help them maybe understand just a little of that and trust that God's doing something. And hopefully they're going to begin to accept that, start to walk in that. Over time, they're going to understand, man, no, God cares.
That's good. Well, He does, and He cares for you, Todd. Yeah. And, sometimes God heals supernaturally.
Yeah.
Sometimes He works through medicine, and sometimes He doesn't. And it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I want Him to heal my friend, right? Or through medicine.
Amen. Yeah, I just would love that.
And you know what? One day at a time.
Yeah.
One day at a time. But I just want to say to you publicly, to everyone watching and to our church, that you've made a difference.
Yeah. Thank you.
You've not just made a difference in your family, and I know you have in your family. You got a great family, your kids, grandkids. But you've made a difference in this world, in your ministry, in your counseling, and now in your journey. And I just want to say thank you. We love you. And I pray for you that you and Natalie are blessed. That's my heart and my hope. I love you.
Yeah. I love you, and I appreciate that. It means a lot.
Thank you, man. Thank you.